Cyber Monday is here, and retailers are looking to try and get people to spend more money online today, whether that is at their mobile device or at their desk. Joining us at the street is Synchronoss CEO Steve Waldis. What are some of the biggest trends you're seeing in online shopping right now?
Sure, Jonathan. A couple of trends. One is, especially around Cyber Mondays, used to be a very one-day focused event, and what we're seeing is a lot of our customers are allowing that to take place the week before and then the week after. The second big trend that we're seeing is with the advent of mobile devices. Just a few years ago, folks would sit at a computer, they come in, obviously, i.e. Cyber Monday. Today, we're seeing a lot of proliferation of mobile devices, which means consumers are buying more from their iPads, from their mobile devices. And the smart retailers today we're seeing are getting very targeted in terms of providing that end user experience, a very contextual understanding of where they are. So examples is if you're a health and wellness or you're a sports enthusiast and you're on your mobile device, they're smart about what you may want to purchase, where you may be based on the location of your device, and sending very targeted offers.
Right, so what kind of targeted offers would this specifically include? I mean, say, I'm a big Vikings fan, I like to do some online shopping. How can somebody get me with specific products for like my sports team?
Sure. So one of the things that's exciting is a lot of folks use mobile devices for their fantasy football league.
Right.
And so as part of the fantasy football league, they track who your teams are, who some of your players might be. A great example of that would be the ability for retailers to understand that all of you, for example, as part of a fantasy football league, using your mobile devices to track the league's games could possibly get the opportunity to buy that Viking jersey or buy that Green Bay Packer jersey at a discount. And by the way, match that very contextual to the fact that you may have that existing quarterback on your fantasy team. It's those types of real opportunities that I think the retailers that are getting good penetration online are really taking advantage of the wealth of information that's being offered to them by their end consumers. At Synchronoss, we activate the devices, we store all the important content in the cloud, so when retailers can understand that, consumers can get a very targeted and effective offer, and no surprise, the gross ads or the increase in revenue happens.
One thing I don't want to see on my account is an Aaron Rodgers jersey. So tell me a little bit about fraud. I mean, mobile device fraud is probably the biggest concern for me as a consumer and for a lot of other folks.
Yep, so a lot of, absolutely, so there's a lot of precautions that need to take place in terms of providing that protection. There's multiple ways to do that. I think the most important aspect of the ability to manage that is just to make sure the right controls are in place and that you as a consumer are being smart about what information you're providing the end user. And so some of that falls both on the consumer as well as the retailer. And again, those folks that do it effectively have driven good results.
All right, thanks a lot for joining us this morning, Steve. That was Steve Waldis, CEO of Synchronoss, joining us at the street. I'm John Marino.